Breaking news from EFBC.
This is Pastor Curry, pastor of EFBC. Saints of God, many of you have heard the report from the governor stating that sanctuaries are now allowed to be open, that saints can now go back to church at 30% capacity. While he has certainly opened up the doors so that we can certainly start up our worship again, please note I am not ready, based on my time with the Lord, to allow the saints of God to come back into the sanctuary when they have not gotten the testing and the tracing down pat. Even though the governor have said that we are open to come, many of you are saying, Pastor, I'm ready, let's get back to church. I can't do that. I have to be your pastor, and I have to make sure that I'm held accountable for you. I don't want us to get back into the sanctuary and we start shouting and praising God, and then all of a sudden we have a lot of sickness and a lot of deaths that will occur. We have to move appropriately and not move too quickly. You must recognize something, that the Bible, I think it was the Apostle Paul who was talking to the church at Corinth, and they were talking about the law, the law, the law, the law. And Paul says something that I want to bring to your attention in 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 12. He says, because it's lawful doesn't mean it's prudent. Because it's lawful doesn't mean it's something we need to do. We recognize that the President of the United States, he wants to make sure that he automatically get us back to moving so that the economy can go back to growing. But I love you. I love you, and you are my interests. I have to make sure that you are safe and sound. On the first Sunday in June, we will start our drive-in worship celebrations, and that's when you will be able to come and get into a worship experience with us in your cars while we are waiting and watching to see what the CDC is recommending. I know that there are other pastors who are saying, thank God we can now start back church. Some want to make sure they have packed houses. But saints of God, remember what happened with Jesus. When Jesus was finishing his fast, the devil appeared to him and told him to turn stone into bread. And Jesus' response to him was, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God. But the devil did not stop there. The devil went a little bit further, and the devil said that if you be the Son of God, I want to take you to the highest part of the mountain, and I want you to cast yourself down. And listen to what Jesus said, thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God. Saints, don't let anyone make you think that your salvation is at risk because you can't come into 1400 B Street. We're not going to put the Lord to test. What we're going to do is we're going to use common wisdom. We're going to use common sense. We're not going to be reckless. We're going to watch to see if testing and tracing is being followed. And if it is, then we will open up slowly and gradually. First Sunday in June, we will certainly start our drive-ins. Second Sunday, we'll see where we are. Third Sunday, we'll see where we are to try to make sure that when we enter back into the sanctuary, we will be ready to praise the Lord freely. I have some protocols already with the staff that we have here. Sure, we're going to make sure that temperatures are being checked, the hands are being washed and sanitized. We're going to make sure that we are doing everything in our power to ensure that everybody is safe. But what we will not do is we will not rush back into the sanctuary and then there will be a whole lot of sick among us. It is important, brothers and sisters, that we not be so quick to react and listen to what other people are saying. I know there are pastors who are saying, we're going back, we're going back. That's all right. That's their church. That's their congregation. God will hold them accountable. But since God is holding me accountable for the East Zion Fair Baptist Church, it is imperative that I follow his direction. And he's saying this is not the season to run back into the sanctuary. Protect the saints. Protect the saints. So I want to make sure I sent this message out to all of you to let you know that we are protecting you. Yes, the first Sunday we will have our drive-in. We will make sure that we praise the Lord, our praise team. I will be preaching. It will be phenomenal. And then after that, we'll see where we are. And when we start going back into the sanctuary, we won't do both services. We may just do one, and then we'll do a drive-in for the other. It's the summer months. We can spare some time now to make sure that when we open back up, everything will be clear. It is not a matter of your faith. Can I say that again? It is not a matter of your faith. It's a matter of us using wisdom that God has set before us. I'll tell you this story and then I'll let you go. There once was a woman who said she had great faith. She said her faith was just something great above everyone else. Well, the newscaster had come on, and the newscaster said that it's going to rain and flood. Everybody need to leave the city. She decided, I'm not going to leave the city because the Lord will take care of me. Well, the rain began to come and the flood began to happen. Well, the woman moved upstairs and a man came by with a tugboat, and he said, woman, come on. I want to save you. She said, the Lord will provide for me. I'm going to stay here and watch the Lord do his work. Well, the water kept going up, and she ended up on top of the roof. And they sent a helicopter to rescue this woman. The woman said, you can go ahead with your helicopter. The Lord will rescue me. Well, needless to say, the woman drowned. And when she got to heaven, she said to the Lord, I could have shown the whole world how great you are. I don't know why you allowed me to perish with that flood. Well, the Lord responded to her. He said, I sent you the newscaster. I sent you the tugboat. And I also sent you the helicopter. And all of them you ignored. You needed to drown. Saints of God, the Lord has sent us the warnings. We must do what we must do. And as the Lord give the clearance, we're going to make sure he's going to find us faithfully, giving him the praise, the honor, and the glory. Saints, thank you for your time, and God bless you, and heaven smile on you.
Breaking news from EFBC.